everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining. Today you'll get to know me a little bit better in this video and know the reasons why I started a YouTube channel. So just keep on watching. Is Tajine, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona, in the hot desert. Now, northern Arizona is a whole different bowl of wax, as it's much more colder. There's snow, but here in Phoenix, it's dry and it is hot, extremely hot. Temperatures reaching usually over 115. So keeping plants alive here can be quite difficult. My educational background is in information technology, not at all related to gardening. However, in the last couple of years, I started a company called Light Smile Gardener, where I help to build raised bed in homeowners' backyard, as well as plant their vegetables there. Normally when I say that, sometimes people give me this impression like, wow, I can't really grow anything here in Phoenix. Or sometimes they think, oh, you're a landscaper. Well, that is completely two different type of work. Let me explain. As a caretaker of plants, you deal with the maintenance of the garden, the prunings, the weedings, the planting, the watering, the fertilizer, all of those things. And you do the pest control as well and any seasonal care. But that's for your plants. Versus a landscaper does laying of sod, building of patios, installing irrigation, designing the garden beds, placing trees or large features in the outdoor spaces. And it usually involves like a one-time project. Once it's done, it's over with. Well, with gardening consulting, it's an ongoing process. Throughout the season, as the season changes, the vegetable change, different insect issues that you arise. So all of those things are more specific to gardening. I have not always been able to grow vegetables, everyone. Like whenever I think about it, in the past I would go to Home Depot or go to a nursery and I would pick up a transplant, take it home, start watering it in its container. Sometimes I would never even transplant it out into the garden, or when I did transplant it, I would just stick it in the ground or in a container, never really having any more thought as to what else needs to be done. And then I would just keep watering, and then eventually my plant would die. I feel a lot of time folks do the same thing when they buy their transplant. They just put it in the ground, they never do anything else to it, and then it dies. And then when they hear me say that I plant things and they're like, nope, we'll never do it because I cannot grow anything here. I know that if I only ate once a month or every 4 weeks with not having anything else other than water, I surely will not make it. I would probably be on death's door or on my way dead already. So there is definitely some effort that is needed when you buy your transplant and you're wanting, to have fruit from that. It's important to remember that plants are living things and they need help from you and I to help them thrive and to stay alive and be at their best. I think sometimes we get scared of planting because we feel like since we failed in the past, we're going to fail again. Or I just don't have the knowledge or the time to learn about how to keep a plant alive. So we don't even try at all. Or we just give up because I'm in my past history has not been good with plants. I've been there and I've done that, and I want to encourage you guys to just not to give up and to just start with one plant. Start with the first plant, and before you know it, once you've succeeded at growing the first one and see the fruit of it, you're going to be inspired to want to continue. It's definitely not impossible to grow your garden, especially here in Phoenix, Arizona. Even though it's hot, it's definitely not impossible. And if you do just a little bit of the right things in the beginning of your planting, your plant will thrive and continue to be fruitful. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but just never had the guts to really do it, to be honest. I have always wanted to do it, but never was related to gardening. However, a couple of years ago, my father-in-law passed away, and then shortly after that, my husband also then passed away, and it was very, very physically and emotionally devastating for me. It was very, very hard. But I felt that God has kept me through this whole grieving process by turning the death that was happening all around me into life, by helping me through my grieving process and birthing through my grieving process this garden, so that I can see from nothing comes life, from death to life. So it was almost like this amazing learning and growing process for me, and I am just so thankful that this garden has been such a blessing and has helped me to come out of that traumatic experience in my life, so that now I am able to come on here and I feel like I can share my story and also share how the garden has been a healing for me. I was able to get outside and like do something rather than just staying in the house and sitting in my grief. I felt God really gifted me the ability to grow things so that I can just see life, even though I was physically and emotionally going through a lot of trauma and death. So I am just so grateful. Like I said, I'm so grateful that I'm able to get the courage to come on here and to share with you guys my garden, and to share with you how I've learned the little things that I've learned over the last couple of years of gardening. So I'm hoping this has been helpful for everyone that's been watching. Before, I've always been a physically active person. I would eat healthy, but not on a consistent basis, to be honest. Prior to the tragedy that happened in my life, I always thought, okay, I'm doing pretty good. I just need to eat vegetables once in a while and then I'll be done. If I knew back then what I know now, I feel like I could have helped my husband eat healthier and enjoy those foods to, make him feel healthier and happier. My hope for my channel is I hope it will help someone out there with their health. I know that as I age, I want to age gracefully, and I don't have a lot of health issues where I'm a burden to anyone. And so I've been working on my health a lot for the past 2 years, I would say, after my husband passed, to be a healthier version of myself. And I've learned a lot. I've really learned a lot about my body. I've learned a lot about what to eat and my diet and what to fuel, how to fuel my body and my healthy life as I age and journey. I think I hope my channel would be able to help someone just to be in a healthier version of self, so they can look back a year or 3 months or 6 months to say, before I couldn't walk, I could only walk 10 minutes, now I can walk a different time. So just helping to encourage somebody and fuel their healthy journey, being able to have snacks at their fingertips. I think that one of the things what's helped me stay healthy is that I have food growing in my backyard, and I can just go out there and snack on something. And if I can encourage you to grow your own food, and you are able to have access to this food in your backyard, the likelihood of you wanting to snack on something that's healthy, it's unlikely, because it's readily available. So you're gonna go out there, you're gonna want to taste it, you're gonna want to touch it, and then it eventually, once you start eating it, your taste buds will change and you'll adapt to eating the healthier things rather than the processed things. So I hope that it will help somebody, and it saved me a lot of money. That's the other thing too. I've saved a lot of money from growing stuff myself, vegetables myself. So because I still have proteins that I purchase from the store. But I hope that you will be able to save on money from growing your stuff, and also being able to help fuel your healthy journey as well. So having food at your fingertips definitely helps that. So I hope that my channel and the things that I share will be a help to you and your journey. And I hope it encourages somebody that may be going through a very traumatic or emotionally difficult time in their life to want to grow something and see life before their eyes. And I feel like a lot of times when we're in those moments of sadness and we don't have anyone around us to encourage us or to motivate us, having something that you're doing helps. You know, starting a garden helps to encourage you to get moving and to heal like it has for me. So I think, I hope my channel will provide the same encouragement and help that will fuel somebody's healthy walk and wellness, mental wellness, encourage them to move and heal. So I hope my channel is an encouragement to you all out there. Guys, I am a tool junkie. When I go to Home Depot, it's like heaven, or, you know, Lowe's or whatever. When I go to the hardware store, sometimes I go to Harbor Freight that's here. I get so excited and I just look at the toys of I said toys. They're not toys, but they're tools. But sometimes I feel like, ooh, a new tool or toy I can play with and learn to make something out of it that I can put in the garden. So I love tools. I love technology type of tools, little trinket things that allows me to be able to do things in a cool fashion, you know, a new way. I love to build things with my hands. I love it. All of the raised beds, except for anything that's like a container plant, I've built with these hands, guys. I've built with these hands with the help of family and friends. I've built, including this pergola that's behind me. Yes, I did climb up on that ladder. I did have different friends and family that have come and helped me, you know, get the posts up and everything. But for the most part, I took my time and got this the posts, the foundation set in there for which to put the posts on. So yes, I love a challenge. I love to learn how to do handy things and a lot of things with my hands. So that is a random fact about me. If you haven't noticed, yes, I love to build things. Here's a quick garden tip for you. Use cinnamon as a fungicide and a natural rooting agent. If you have cut a plant and you're wanting to propagate the plant, you can sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on the cutting area and then planting it into the ground or in a container. That will definitely help with the root growth as well as any fungal issues that you may have in the garden. The nice thing about it is that it's cheap, it's natural, and it smells good in the garden. So that is my quick one rapid fire tip for you guys as a gardener. A few more things that I wanted to share with you guys. One of the things that is that you might not know about me is that my relationship with God is a huge part of my life. And hope that maybe at some point I can share more information about that, but that's just something that you don't know about me. A lesson that I've learned in the garden: having a gardening maintenance journal is very important. And why I say that is regularly kind of documenting the activities and your observations and the outcome of what you've done when you plant something is such a good way to help you keep track of what works and what doesn't work, and also provide kind of like a clear record so you can reflect on later as to what you did and help you to plant better and have much more fruiting of your vegetables, not just for that moment, but you can go back and look at it year after year. So that is definitely one of the lessons I've learned in the garden. I would say I've learned it for a while, but recently been journaling more about the plants, what I plant, and how it's doing when I add things or don't add things to it as a fertilizer or to the soil. A lesson that I've learned in life. I think there's a lot of lessons, but I can say that one thing I've learned through my grieving process, there's a little fly. I've learned through my grieving process that it's essential that you allow yourself to grieve fully through whatever grieving you're going through, whether it's the loss of a child, whether it's the loss of a sibling, whether it's the loss of a parent, whether it's the loss of a spouse or a friend. Allow yourself to fully grieve. It's so essential. Suppressing those emotions, it will, you know, cause things like stress, distress, um, and it will eventually not only affect you emotionally, but that will also affect your body physically. And embracing that mourning process, it will lead to a healing process. That will take time, but it will help. It will definitely help in your grieving process. I have found solace, like, in one thing, in knowing that my God is always near, and He's carrying me and helping me through every area and part of my life. And while it is tragic and I've gone through some trauma, He's still there, and He's still helping me to go through it, and He's still helping me to walk through it, even though it's hard. So I think that would be my most recent life lessons that I've learned. Just God is always near, and allow yourself to grieve, and give yourself grace. Give your grieving process grace. Give yourself grace to get through it. Don't think about what everyone else thinks. Just think about yourself and what you need to heal and move forward. Any hidden talents? I love to paint and I love to sketch, and I think one of the other things I love to do is I love working with kids. I've been working with kids since I've been 16 years old. I've always worked with kids, and I still work with kids today. But I think it's amazing. I think working with kids is just an amazing opportunity for me, so I love doing that. What would be my biggest fear, or what are my biggest fears? With all the tragedies that's happened into my life, I've changed my health and my lifestyle quite a bit, and it's affected my health greatly, that I want to be a help to someone else to do the same. So if I'm not able to make an impact at all, or not able to help someone be encouraged to be healthier, maybe, like I said, they were walking for 5 minutes, now they're able to walk half an hour, now they do an hour instead of a 5-minute walk. To me, that's an improvement in their health. And if they're able to eat on top of that the things that are in their garden, that's even a double whammy there. So my biggest fear is not being able to make an impact on anyone and helping anyone to be healthier. Now, my dream vacation is my next question. My dream vacation, I grew up in Jamaica, so while I would love to go back to Jamaica, I would like to try somewhere else. I would love to go to Fiji. Fiji was definitely someplace I would love to go and experience someplace new, and that would be fun for me. My favorite TV shows or movies, I love gardening YouTube channels. I think I'm a YouTuber junkie because I love watching gardening channels. I watch a lot of gardening channels, and I have a certain gardeners that I love to watch, and I subscribe to their channel. So that I love to do. I think I've turned into a YouTube gardening channel junkie. That is for sure. I do a lot of videos, and I watch a lot of those videos. I love Hallmark movies. What else? I love watching renovations all over the world where people has transformed a backyard or a house, 100%, 100% complete transformation from what it was to what it is. It may be an abandoned building, but now it looks like a fully functional home where someone can live in or is moving in. So I love watching those. I also love just watching those renovations because it gives me ideas and tools and things that I would like to try to do, and that I can implement in what I'm building here in the garden. So I love watching those renovation shows or YouTube channels. What makes me me? What makes me me? I think in everything I do, I strive to do it with honesty, to be truthful, and to be able to help others. If I don't know how to do something, I will tell you I don't know how to do it. I'm not going to pretend like I know how to do something, or I will try to, as best as I can, do whatever I need to do on a daily basis in living the way I know how, the best way I know how, based on my biblical values. I think that without those, no matter what rules or laws that we have, that we cannot, everybody's changes, right? What's good for me may not be good for you. But if you live in the based on your biblical values, it's true for everyone, because we all have a God that we have to answer to, right? So I try to live in a way that to be honest and to help others. And I found that while sometimes honesty does not get me the best results, sometimes I go to bed at night with a clear conscience and mind, knowing that I did what was right and honest. And even though I may suffer because I was too honest, it's okay. It's okay to be honest. You will sleep better knowing that you did all you can or was honest in the situation, even though it may not have a positive effect on you. But I strive to do that. That's, I think, what makes me me. Now let's wrap this up with a little twist and shout. Now, if you would like me to do more videos like this, let me know. Again, this is my first you getting to know me video, but I will definitely like to do another one if you guys have more questions and would like for me to do it. Just also put a note in the comment, and with any questions that you would have that you would like me to answer. I'm also thinking about doing a live video, so I hope you can join, and I would love to be able to just talk and interact with all of you. If you have any specific vegetables that you would like to see me grow, or you like that you would like to see me grow, and you want to come alongside of me and grow it with me and see what your results are and what my results are, then also put that in the comments, because I try to grow a lot of variety of things, not necessarily everything from the store, but things that are different, because I love to try different vegetables. Now, eating vegetables, like I said, was not always my favorite thing. I did it because I felt I needed to, but now I enjoy it. So it's a whole different bowl of wax now. I actually like eating my vegetables. I like to cook and eat vegetables. So if you want me to grow something in the garden that you like, let me know, and I will go ahead and start growing that, and we can walk through the planting to the growing to the harvesting part of that process. Again, I want to encourage all of you that with just a little bit of effort, it doesn't require a ton of effort, but with a little bit of dedicated effort, you too can grow a garden, whether it's a small space or whether it's a big space. It's possible, guys, here in Phoenix and wherever you are around the world. But you must be willing to invest in your health, because growing a garden isn't just putting water in dirt. It really is about wanting to be healthy and eating the things that you grow that is organic, and you are able to enjoy it and be like, wow, this is the fruit of my labor, right? So you be willing to invest in your health, because without your health, guys, you don't have anything. I want to definitely, like I said, age gracefully, and even though, you know, the body will age, still be able to do physically active things, still be able to be around to walk and be with family and talk with family, and you know, I'm sure you do the same. Want to be around long enough to be with your children and their grandchildren. So invest in your health, because your health is very, very important. I also want to say I thank all of my subscribers. Like, I want to thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to share, and for you subscribing to my channel, because without you guys, you know, the motivation is there, but it just gives me an extra amped up motivation. Like, I need to put something out for all of you. So please just give this video a thumbs up, click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. And as always, love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.